What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fake Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the San Diego Comic-Con 2023 Mattel Creations exclusive Muhammad Ali 2-pack. Mattel was gracious enough to reach out and ask me if I wanted a sample to review here, Instagram, TikTok, and of course I said yes. I will still be picking one up, but I want to take a look at this one, and I'm curious if the sample's any different from the traditional version. But there's an outer shell on this box. It says the greatest of all time, Ultimate Edition. A very Coliseum Collection-esque design on the side. Muhammad Ali the boxer, Muhammad Ali the referee. And on the other side it says, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life," with a facsimile signature. And on the top, like most Ultimates, it's got like a little quote. "It's the ultimate WWE action figure you have always wanted, featuring advanced articulation and multiple swappable parts. Ultimate Edition figures allow you to capture memorable superstar moments, recreate authentic entrance poses, epic mid-match comebacks, and signature finishing moves in ultimate realistic detail with WWE Ultimate Edition figures." That's a lot of Ultimate in there. But man, the texture of this box is beautiful. It's got a very vintage retro feel. Now, I saw this exclusive back in April, and I'll be honest that when I saw it, I was like, not for me, not my thing. I'll get it, but it wasn't really something I was excited about. And I do see people admitting that and commenting that on my post, that, you know, this isn't really for me. Like, I would have rather had this, or I'd have rather had that, or, you know, how come not Mike Tyson? You know, it's all about what's available to them. And you have to remember, Muhammad Ali, this is a huge get. This is literally one of, if not the most popular athlete of all time. A lot of people argue that, but we're talking about a worldwide phenomenon. You know, there's a famous story with Dusty Rhodes, that he was the most recognizable athlete, second only to Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, baby. I want to take a look at this. This is, I'll be honest with you, this is one of those figures that I think a lot of people are going to want to keep mint on card. I don't think that the figures themselves are going to draw as much attention if you just put a referee figure on the shelf, right? But the way that Mattel presents this, it's a must-have in my opinion. It's beautiful. So the top of the box says, "Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee." This side is like an old retro, like 60s, 70s-ish, like promo poster. So it says, "First time in the line, champions, boxer versus wrestler, Muhammad Ali, the fighter, the man, the legend, June 26, 1976. It does not name Antonio Inoki, but that's who this is talking about. This is Antonio Inoki there. They were very, very smart with the graphic that they created here. This is not an actual photo, it's a recreation, by not showing his face. So this is really the first time that Antonio Inoki has had any type of inclusion in a WWE licensed product. Toy product especially. Over here, Muhammad Ali, and this is where it will split so we can open it, but I want to take a look at everything first. I think, wow, they went the Power Town route. This has magnets in it. WWE there. And on this side, it's an old style WWF magazine design. First time in the line again. March 31st, 1985, WrestleMania. Muhammad Ali, guest referee. The greatest maintains order at WrestleMania. Champ adds even more prestige to star-studded event. Can Ali control Rowdy Piper's cheating ways? Very cool. Beautiful packaging. The packaging wins it for me. But now we're going to open it up. Wow. Look at that. This thing is incredible. So, the packaging makes it. The packaging has like a translucent cover on each side, commemorating each moment. So 1976, the match with Antonio Inoki. The greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali accepted challengers in any ring, including going nose-to-nose with WWE legends. 1985, WrestleMania legend. With such an explosive main event at the inaugural WrestleMania, WWE brought back Muhammad Ali to enforce the rules as the special guest referee. And what I love that they did here, which makes this, to me, this is a mint on card collectible. That's just my opinion. Obviously, I love mint on card. I love loose, which is what you're looking at here. I got mint on card over here. I got loose all the way over here. Drives me crazy when people call me a mint on card collector. I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of more loose figures than I could possibly ever have mint on card. It's just that the mint on card take up a little bit more space. But what I love here is that on the translucent cover, where they put the text, they also put images. So here he is. He just threw a punch where he knocked down Antonio Inoki, and there he is on the ground. I've never seen this match, and I'm curious if it's on YouTube. But it's beautiful. It's a genius way to do it. Now, it's a little cloudy, but it has a covering here that you can take off to make it not cloudy. But I'm just going to take the whole thing off in a second. And over here, we have him like he's holding up Hulk Hogan's hand at WrestleMania. Look at that. Very, very cool. Man. All right. So, obviously, on the one side, they're not going to put Everlast on his gloves, right? There's some details that are missing because of licensing and stuff like that, but this is the ultimate Muhammad Ali figure. I love how he's posed. I don't even want to touch it. I love how he's posed like he just threw the punch. It's a great likeness for young Muhammad Ali. The red gloves, white shorts, black striping. I think they nailed his skin tone. It's very, very good. The socks. Over here, again, I don't want to touch the figures because I'm going to display it opened up with the covers on there, and I don't want to move his hand so it's not in line with Hogan's. And I don't want to move his punch so it doesn't look like he just threw the punch at Inoki. It's very, very tempting. So there he is. So now we have two referees in the WWE Mattel line. We have Muhammad Ali and Dangerous Danny Davis. And I guess if you include like the Batista that came with the shirt and everything, but these are the realest that we've gotten. So that's how I want to display it, just like that. So here's what's included inside the accessory pack, which I love that they put this on the box. He comes with throwing up the 1 count, the 2 count, and the 3 count fingers, open hands for slapping that mat. We got fisticuffs, we've got C-grips, 2 more interchangeable heads, and the Muhammad Ali robe. You open up the flap, the boxer, the referee. This head looks very, very similar to the one that's on the referee. I'm having trouble seeing if it is the same. I think it's the same. I guess in case you wanted to display both, that's like a neutral head, so they included it. It's pretty similar. But you get 4 heads, It kind of looks like it could be a blue shirt, but it's white, just like it's supposed to be. Again, like, I really do. I think this is a mint on card collectible. And here we have the robe. As you can see, that is decals on the terry cloth robe. Muhammad Ali. Look at that, man. Wow. And you know what, guys? Like, I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. When I first saw this, the end of April, again, I did not see it mint on card. I saw it just the figures, and I was like, all right, it's cool. Like, we're getting a Muhammad Ali boxing figure, and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that it was Inoki Ali. I was like, all right, it's cool. It's like, you know, but it wasn't like, I guess in my head I was like, we're gonna get Andy Kaufman, we're gonna get Jerry Lawler. I don't see how Muhammad Ali, the boxer, could have ever been worked into any other line or exclusive. Andy Kaufman, I think he could work in the Legends line if he ends up becoming available, right? I think that could work. But Muhammad Ali, it's just, I don't think it's going to make as much sense. I think that Ali, I really do think he needed to be his own exclusive. And they took his 2 wrestling moments and they gave them to us in one. So will we ever get another Ali? Probably not. I don't really know how they could work it in to make it make sense. They took his 2 wrestling moments and they knocked it out of the park. And this is our first Ultimate Edition ref. It's our first Ultimate Edition, like, street, not even street clothes, I guess, but like, you know, a suit. I always say I like suit figures. It's our first ever Ultimate Edition suit. The butterfly joints. I do think that the boxing head and the emotional head, I should say, because he's screaming, and the other one are better than the neutral face. But it still looks like him. It looks like older Muhammad Ali. Wow. This is one of those figures that to really appreciate it, I do think you have to have it in hand. But I want to show you guys one more time everything the way that it's supposed to be. It's yeah, this is just something that you gotta, to really truly appreciate it, you gotta have it in hand. And I understand that some of you don't want to buy it because it's Muhammad Ali and it's like, what's the point? But I can absolutely see this being one of those releases that absolutely skyrockets. And I will say this because I'm putting this video out before these go live on July 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern. I'm just putting this out there. If you are even on the fence about this, I think that you should be prepared to drop the $70 and pick one up. I'm going to be. I want a second one. My dad is a massive Muhammad Ali fan, and believe it or not, I think I'm going to give this one to him. I'm actually, after I stop this video, I'm bringing it over to his house to show him. He's gonna lose his mind over this. But if you're even on the fence, get it. I'm gonna tell you why. You're talking about, this is a man who has much further reach outside of WWE. Okay? I said the same thing with Logan Paul. Everybody hated Logan Paul. His Ultimate went up. And I said, it's probably going to be one of the best-selling Ultimates. Why? The guy has more followers than anybody else on the roster. Okay? People who don't care that he's even wrestling, they want his figure. This is another thing. This is the best version of a Muhammad Ali figure. And my dad would get every Muhammad Ali figure I remember he had the old, I guess they're from the 70s or 80s, and it had like a ring and everything. He still has it at my parents' house. Had like a robe and cloth goods shorts. People who are not wrestling fans, who are Muhammad Ali fans, are going to be picking this up. So if you're even on the fence, do yourself a favor, get it. Save yourself some money so you don't miss out. I don't know if there's going to be a limit, but I think they're usually like 2 per person. So it's a beautiful presentation. It really is. And even if you don't like the figures, you cannot deny that the presentation of this sitting on a shelf is epic. Like, that is such a cool, that alone could take up a shelf in my room and I would have no problem with it. And I'm not even like a huge Muhammad Ali fan. Obviously, because it was before my time, not that I have anything against him. But essentially, like, you know, these figures are 9 years apart, the events, so it's fitting. It's very, very fitting. So hope you guys like this video. Oh my god. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter at TheFigHeel. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. The new wrestling figure encyclopedia is coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. Premium, full color, and value black and white editions will be available. Forward by Xavier Woods. And these will be available July 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern on Mattel Creations. Make sure you are there. Get one. I will be there. And like I said, I'm looking forward to comparing them and everything. Oh, look at this. There's some credits on the bottom. So it says, designed by Bill McKenna, Bill Beneke, packaging by Bruce, Frank, Loki Lee, Lawrence, Deep Wang. Okay. Marketing, Steve Ozer, Joseph Perez, copywriter Robert Rudman. Special thanks, Kristen Hayes. People I don't recognize the names. Derek Handy. George Martinez is on here. Yeah. I'm assuming that this is all Mattel friends, So yeah, thank you Mattel for sending me this out. I'm very, very excited about it, and we have a lot more to come. So stay tuned on TikTok and Instagram, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.